What is going on, my good old friends of YouTube? It is your boy Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So we got a lot to break down in this video. The futures, stocks, the markets in general when it comes to the stock market. And we have to break down the crypto market. We're going to go over Bitcoin, Ethereum. So sit back, relax, hit that like button, subscribe, get your 10 stocks from Moomoo, link down below, and your 6 stocks from Webull. Guess what? They're also linked down below. And with that being said, let's dive into the video. So it's currently about 8:40. Yes, you heard that right, guys. It is 8:40 on the East Coast right now. And I'm filming this video very, very late because I literally drove from New Jersey all the way to Ohio today. Yes, me and my fiance, we're currently in Ohio. We drove about 7-8 hours, all throughout the day today. And we just got here about 2-ish hours ago. We got some Mexican food. I'm not gonna lie. I got what was it called? I had a margarita. I forget what it was called. There was mango in it. There was a bunch of crap in it. It was great, and I figured let's make a video right now, guys, and go over what is going on. So it's currently, like I said, 8:40 on the East Coast. It's very late. Well, it's not very late, but it's past usual time here, timing with the uploads, but it's all good, guys. We have the NASDAQ 100 up 1.2%. The futures are up in a pretty big way. And we have the S&P futures up about 1.1%. We have the Dow up roughly 1%. And we have the Russell up 1.3%. So we're actually seeing a bit of a snapback here in the futures market. And it's not unexpected, to be honest, considering if I pull up SPY, which tracks the, not the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, maybe that margarita's kicking in, guys. It's not. I'm just kidding. I only had one margarita, guys, and I did crush a couple tacos, so maybe the tacos are starting to kick in, if that makes any sense. So we have, again, all these futures are moving up, and we have the S&P, which got destroyed, last week and the week before that. Just in general, all of June, for the most part, this thing has been getting destroyed. So the fact that we're seeing a bit of a snapback in the futures market makes sense to me. Now, do I think this green will last? It could last for a day, maybe 2 days, a couple of days, who knows? But overall, on the 20-day chart, we're still on a downtrend. We still have a death cross, rather. There's the margarita kicking in again, guys. And we're still on a downtrend, even though we're starting to see a little bit of green here in the futures. And don't let the futures fool you. We could wake up tomorrow morning and we could be down heavily. Just because we're green right now doesn't mean we're going to be green tomorrow, right? So we're still in a downtrend on the 20-day chart. Keep that in mind. And it's the same thing with the NASDAQ futures. We're slightly above the 50 SMA, but who cares? We're still overall under the highs from the 15th of June being around 11,700. We're currently at 11,400, so we're at a lower high, and we're overall in a downtrend over the past 10 days and under the 180 moving average. So yes, we're seeing a little bit of green, but in my opinion, bears are still heavily in charge at this point. And if we get a little run up, maybe a more of an extended run up, that could be an opportunity for me, in my opinion, to jump on something like SQQQ, which goes up whenever the NASDAQ goes down. It's a shorting tool here. Or something like an SPXS, which goes up whenever the S&P 500 goes down. So those are two that I'm watching right now, and a quick little rundown on what the futures are doing. And with that being said, let's hop over to Webull and see what's going on the crypto markets. So currently, moving the wrong thing. Sorry about that, guys. Let me get that back to where it should be. There we go. I'm trying to move my face here and minimize it. Currently, like I said, it's about 8:40. On the East Coast, we have Bitcoin over $20,000. It's actually at $20,400 right now, and that is after what was it last time we filmed? Maybe 19 something. So that's after we saw a big dump. So we went from 17.5 a couple of days ago, which you guys remember. Then last time I covered it, it was around 19. Now we're over 20,000. So what I said in that last video ended up playing out. Did I not say in that last video I would not be surprised if Bitcoin saw the run to 20 to 21,000? It did exactly that. It filled the gap we talked about. And I mentioned why 20,000? Well, 20,000, that was the low from about 5 days ago, not long ago, right? So we hit 20,000, saw a bit of a pop to 22.7. That was on the 16th of June. And then Bitcoin went all the way down to 17.5. So what I thought was realistic, and again, it ended up happening, was we saw a relief rally to 20,000 roughly. Now where we are now, this is a very risky spot. If you want to buy here, you could bet that, okay, maybe we break 21K, make a run towards 23. That'd be the next spot. Okay, maybe you can make that argument. But if we start falling under 20,000 again, 19.8, 19.7, look out below. Especially if the stock market starts getting hit this week, look out below for Bitcoin. It's going to start collapsing yet again. And we all know at this point, this moves way faster than the stock market in both directions, right? And it tracks pretty much the NASDAQ, guys. Don't let anybody fool you. And obviously, at this point, nobody thinks it's a store of value anymore. Well, I guess, let me take that back. Some people still do, but no true store of value goes down 70% in a couple of months. Let's be honest here. So I guess that argument, store of value, is kind of out the window, but what it truly tracks here is something like the tech stocks, the NASDAQ, right? So keep that in mind. If we have a bad day for the NASDAQ, you bet Bitcoin is going to be down as much as the NASDAQ, or a lot of the time, even more than the NASDAQ. So let's see what it does around 21,000. Let's pull up here Ethereum and see what Ethereum is up to. And let me know in the comments, guys, do you want me to make more? I'm not going to make solely Bitcoin videos all the time, but do you want me to sprinkle in just about 2-3 minutes of Bitcoin, Ethereum charting in the videos? Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see that. I'd be more than happy to do that. It really depends on you guys. So let me know in the comments. I'd do anything, really. It's up to you. I mean, I make the videos for you guys, right? So Ethereum hit 880 a couple of days ago. We know that. And now it's sitting at 1,100. So it's had a pretty big run. We're talking about $230 roughly, which from $880, that's a 30% move. I mean, this is a massive 30-40% move, more like 30, in just a couple of days. So this also filled the gap back to where it was pretty much a week ago, roughly, right around 1,100, 1,150, right? So this is going to be a critical spot. If Ethereum starts getting price action above 12.50, okay, maybe the bulls will start pushing it up towards the mid-thousands. Very possible. But if we get selling pressure, 1150, 1200, which right now we are, guys, by the looks of it, you can see that on the 5-day chart, maybe on the daily chart. Let's pull it up, intraday chart rather. You can see some selling pressure coming in. If we start getting back towards 1,000, under 1,000, watch out below for Ethereum. I'm telling you. And I'm still sticking to the point that I mentioned many times on my YouTube channel, guys, and I talk about this on Patreon all the time. I've been saying I'm not going to buy Ethereum until it gets down to 400 or 500. If it gets to that point, okay, I'll be buying it there. And I'm going to be patient. If it never gets there, I don't care. Whatever, right? If Bitcoin gets to 5,000-10,000, that's where I'll be buying Bitcoin. Call me crazy, but I'm going to be patient. That's what I'm waiting for. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. And let's shift back over to ThinkOrSwim to break down 3 stocks that I'm watching for this week that I didn't mention in my video. I think yesterday we made a video going over the markets and so forth. And by the way, go watch that video. We broke down a bunch of stocks that are reporting earnings this week. And we do have some companies reporting earnings this week. And I did make a video earlier today going over 5 short squeeze stocks, which that's a very, it's an entertaining video, but those stocks in that video are just very risky. I mean, you could lose all your money. You guys know that. I've talked about that like crazy. I've made a bunch of disclosures about, the high short interest stocks. So let's talk about the stocks that I want to talk about in this video, which number 1 here, let me pull up my list, is Enphase, ticker symbol ENPH. Look at Enphase here, guys. It looks pretty decent. I'm not going to lie. If we look at this 4-hour chart, what we're noticing is, okay, we have a double top at about 215. That's not the best sign. Fine. If you want to make that argument, okay, I'm with you there. But what we're also noticing here is we're making higher lows, and we have been for a good couple of weeks at this point. And last week, we ended off the week on a pretty nice pop We bounced above the 180 SMA, and now if we end up testing 190, 195 and getting buying pressure above that point, which 190, 195, that was the high from early May. Also, it's right by the 50 SMA on this 4-hour time frame. If we break that point, 215 is right around the corner. And you guys know how hot end phase could get. You know, if this breaks 215, 220, the next gap, no joke, is towards the mid-high 200s. There could be a complete explosion in the stock, in my opinion. Now, will it happen for sure? Absolutely not. We don't know. Anything could happen. This could collapse. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. We know that at this point. But if it starts breaking these, resistance points I've mentioned, I think we could trade it in the short term and make some money on a decent probability there, right? So end phase is number one. Number two is CGen, ticker symbol SGEN, which there's a rumor going on right now. I don't know how accurate or how likely it is to come true, but Merck is eyeing up CGen right now for something like $30 billion. CGen has market value of $28 billion, yada, yada, yada. Also, other unmanned suitors also eye CGen, so they're looking to get bought out. Merck says something about it, $30 billion. So this could be one that gets bought out. And on Friday, it went up like crazy. Overall, in the past couple of days, the stock's up from $134. Now it's at $166. It's up 30%. Or actually 25%. It's about $30 still. Very big move. And we're noticing it took out 160. 160 has been a resistance all of this year. Actually, even in December of 2021. So we took out 160, got a bit overbought. Now we're getting some selling pressure. If we come back to 160, maybe hold that, get some new buying pressure there, bounce, there could be upside towards 180, 190. And if this gets bought out at $30 billion, $28 billion. I don't know what the per share value of that would be. You know, we might have more upside depending on what per share value $30 billion would be. We have to do some math there. I have to go check. Maybe later we'll do that in another video. But overall, there could be more upside for CGEN, ticker symbol SGEN, no doubt about it. And look at Apple. I know you guys are probably sick of me talking about Apple, but this looks very interesting heading into this week, especially as we're seeing a pop in the futures. Now, will this pop hold? Like I said in the beginning of the video, nobody knows. We could easily go red. But let's say, for example, hypothetically, the pop, the green does hold. Maybe Apple does see a little bit of a move towards the mid-high 130s, 135, 140, towards that 50 moving average, towards that high from just last week, it was at 137, 138. And mind you, Apple's getting, it's been very oversold. It's gotten beaten down to this point. It's down 30% pretty much from all-time highs. We are going to see some sort of rally in Apple at some point, whether it's later this week, the week after that, whether Apple goes to 125, stays here at 130, heck, it goes to 120. Who knows? There's going to be a rally, in my opinion, guys, and I'm trying to prepare for that. So for now, I'm going to set my alert at $132. Mark is at or above, just slightly above where it closed on. Actually, it's probably going to open above that, considering, well, if the futures hold, it might open up above that. So let me do 132.50. There we go. And we'll see what it ends up doing from there. So with that being said, guys, I guess that's it. I am freaking tired. Again, I drove from Jersey all the way to Ohio right now, just today. And I mean, it's not the longest drive ever, but it's not short by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, it was a 7-8 hour drive. So I'm beat. I'm going to get to bed, probably shower, chill a little bit, and, get a good night's sleep. So if you all found value, hit the like button, subscribe, drop me a comment, let me know your thoughts. Join my Patreon, link down below. Get your free stocks from Moo, 10 stocks, each up to $2,500 with a $100 deposit. And that 10 stocks runs out here in a couple of days, and it's going to go back to 5 stocks. So get your 10 stocks and your 6 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. All of that is linked down below. It helps out the channel, guys. And with that being said, peace out. I'll see you in the next video. I just messed up my outro. I just realized, guys. See you in the next video. Peace out. That's more like it. See you guys.